Hello. I'm right on time, a minute late. So I'm Emma from Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts. I do have a website that is emmashappyplace.co.uk where you can find nearly all of the products that I use on there as well. And a Facebook group that is Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts, which is full of very talented people, and you should absolutely go over and join. I do ask some stupid questions, so feel free just to give stupid answers if you want. It's just to check that you're human. Yes. So we're going to make the jelly printing live that I did on Sunday. We're going to make a journal out of it. Nothing fancy, but that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to work on it to see what all the papers do and things. I'm just going to do the technology thing. If you are new here, do subscribe, give us a thumbs up, like, share, all of that, because it helps. And yes, so bear with. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sheila. Hi. Is the sound okay? Do I sound better? Do I sound worse? Hi, Donna. I think that worked. I think I did it. Hi. So, can you hear us okay? And does it sound okay? Because I've got a new... That's a good start, isn't it? I've got a new device. Hi, Maureen. Right, so I did say we were going to fix this resin bolt at the start, or attempt to. So this here, oh, am I blurry? Bear with, I'll grab something to wipe that camera. Yes and yes. Perfectly perfect. Does it sound better, the sound? Right, I'm just cleaning this. I must have had sticky fingers. That's a bit better. It looks a bit cloudy. So this is what we're going to fix here where I did the bowl. I still can't remember if I put the video up or not of how I did this, but we'll get there. So I'm going to use 2 types of UV resin. Yes and yes, I like that. So I've got Let's Resin UV resin, and then I got some resin clay, and they're both UV. These aren't on my website. I do need to stress out of what I didn't say in the first place. And I've got a little UV lamp, which I can use that charger with it the way I have got one. Well, let's see if we can do it. I'm going to try the clay first because it is totally clear, and this must be what the stick nails on with. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Amanda. I don't know if I said hello. So this here, it's totally clear. The more you handle it, apparently the stickier it gets. I've never used it before, so I just want to cover these, but I want the resin to get right inside, and then I will be able to sand it back and smooth it out. Now the instructions didn't say anything about gloves, but I'm pretty sure I should have them on, but we'll go with it. So I'm filling that little hole in there because I don't want it to be sharp anymore. And then, do you know what? I think that's going to work. And instead, a little bit of water will smooth it. So we've got the mister. And we will see. And if it doesn't work, then we don't have to try it again. I have got some other things planned with this though. So this is just, it was soft focus. Is it all right now? Or we're not soft anymore? So this bit here as well. There's just a couple of cracks where the where the sea glass was when I put it in the bowl. And this bit here is the worst bit. So I'm going to keep a hold of it. I do have stuff planned for this, so bear with. I just want to see if I can fix this because I really like it. And this bit here, we're not using loads of it. Just don't want it to be sharp anymore because I think this in the bathroom would be absolutely lovely. And you can put anything you want in it. Hi there. Right. So I can sand down around it. But to be honest, I just want it so it's not sharp. And then let's get this UV light on. There. And we'll see if it works. Yes. Oh, yes, it's new to me too. But I do have some plans with it. And to be honest, I'll see about getting some in if it works how I want it to work. So I'm going to put that one to one side because we didn't even use it. You've seen us use the UV resin. Whilst that is curing, I want to show you this one that I did. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it very well. I always feel like my screen is darker. Hi, Jane. I don't know if my screen automatically goes darker when I've got the big light on. Or what? I don't know. Anyway, it's a bracelet. I think it's very pretty. I've been playing. And I did this one that looks like a galaxy in this one as well. They're very cute. Yeah, I've been having a lovely time. So I don't know how long this takes to cure. Let's read the instructions. It says don't eat it, which, yeah. And don't put it up your nose. Okay, so Vaseline will stop it sticking to your hands. It doesn't actually say how long, but I would imagine it's as long as it takes. How is everybody while we're waiting for this to do? I might actually pop it off to one side and just keep putting it on. And we can start on the book. There we go. Right, so the book, what I've done here is I've ripped all the pages down to fit in the book. And all I did here was I took a bit of canvas fabric and stuck it to a piece of card. This is what kind of card is it? It's not water, begins with a C. Cartridge paper. This is cartridge paper and it's 160 GSM, and all it is a bit of like calico type fabric, and the size of this one is 19 by 30 centimeters. So it's the size of an A4 that way, and then I had to cut a little bit off because my paper wasn't as long the other way. And then all I did was all the jelly printing sheets, not this one, this is the Korean wrapping paper, gift wrap, that we didn't use on the jelly plate because, well, I didn't want to. But all these pages that we did use, some of them were already short enough. Some of them I have taken out because I want to use them for collage in the book as well. Which, to be honest, I'm going to take that one out as well. I'll show you the ones I'm keeping out. So they're all different sizes. I wasn't bothered about anything being the same size. Hi, Rianne. All different, all... I just wanted everything different to be basically different sizes, different textures, different papers. All the jelly prints are there. And the leaf I did take out because I'm going to put that in a frame, but I will show it again. And we're going to work on it and make collages and things and just see what different papers do. You can go and watch back, and if you want to watch the live before that, I go through the whole kit and explain which each of the papers is. And then I have got some cartridge paper there as well, just to pop in. And then this one is the one that was scrumpled up and put on the jelly plate to make the scrumpled texture. So that's what we're going to turn into the book. And these are the ones that I'm keeping out for collage. Not the leaves. I'm going to put them in a frame. So this is one of the leaves that we did on... What day on Thursday? Tuesday. So that's one of them. We're keeping that. And this is the other one. This one was on the hemp paper. I mean, look. I love the texture of this anyway. This one is off this paper that I scrumpled up. This is the print that we got. So I'm keeping that for collage as well because I love it. That that bit was a bit I pulled off, which we're keeping for collage. This one we're keeping for collage as well because it's on the wet strength tissue paper, and just some bits of ones that either torn or whatever. Oh, this one's going in the book as well. I missed that one. This one I'm keeping to tear up because I love the textures on it. So they all will end up in this book. It's just I'm keeping some. This one I'm keeping out as well to tear up. So yes. So let's make this book and then we'll see what we do from there. And this one is the one that I managed to save. You know, the one that's stuck. This is the handmade, what do you call it? The handmade rough edge rice paper. And it's got quite delicate texture. So this is the one that's stuck, but it did work the image transfer from this bit of paper, from the paper kit. So that will end up in there at some point. I'm going to shut that door because Kermit is screaming his head off. Bear with. He just needs the attention. So all I'm going to do is mix and match all of this. I'm going to start off. All I did was I tore them with a ruler, and when I get there to the bit, that's the wrong size. I'll show you how I torn them off. Hi, Kelly. Excellent. I can't wait to see what you do. So I'm going to open them all up. I have folded them all and trimmed them all just to save a little bit of time so you're not just watching us tear paper. I mean, tear the paper to size, not the fun kind of tearing. And this is the first page. This is what my first page is going to be. If some of them do stick out the side, I'm not too fussed. I just didn't want loads of them sticking out too far. Then this one, I think we'll go with this one in. And then I'm going to go for the smaller size one. And again, this was just I was cleaning the plate with. So we'll pop that one in. We'll see. We'll do something with it. This one, we'll pop there. And then I think this one can go in. And then I'll have another sheet of the cartridge paper. And again, the cartridge paper, it's very, to me, it's very similar to a watercolour card. It doesn't handle as much, but it does handle wet things quite well. Hi, Dominique. So that one, which way up do you think? That way. So this isn't going to be the fun bit. This is the making bit. This is the bit we need to do to get to the next bit. But I'm thinking we might need 2 signatures because there's quite a lot. I'm going to stop there with that one for now. And again, I'm going to start off with a plain white cartridge sheet. And then we'll go in with this one. And then this one. I think we're going with this as well. I have got black paint all over this one, but that's fine because we can work on it. That's totally fine. And then I'm going to pop it. Do you know what? I think we might be all right with just one signature. Because again, this is just going to be a practice book. I'm not totally obsessed with it being neat. It's not a gift. It's just for me to practice in. And then this one will go in the middle of there. Obviously, if you do want it to be a gift for another craft to see, you can go back and watch other lives where I've put extra signatures in. And then I think I'm going to have, is this the last one? Oh, I've got 2 sheets of that there. I'll take one out and we'll use that later. There. And then I'll leave them out as well. Then we've got enough. So this here I want to fit inside of there. But again, it's not totally neat and tidy. It's not totally straight. It's not anything spectacular. This is literally a practice book. It's just for fun. It's for us to see what things do. And then all I'm going to do, again, measure if you want. I've shown this before, making the books and putting the signatures in. All I'm going to do is like a pamphlet stitch, and I have got a bit of hessian just to stitch it in with. All I'm going to do is pop a hole in the middle. there, and then another one there, and then one at the top. Again, if you do want this to be totally neat and tidy, just measure. Right, and then I'll show you how we're sort of sew that in. So again, it's just Hessie, and I've put it through a thick needle, and all I'm going to do is go through all of them. Bear with, I think I've moved it. There we go. That way. And back to the middle. I'm going to put my thumb on here to hold that bit in, and then I'm going to come back through. It's a lot harder when you're doing a flat. I tend to craft with everything under my nose. So wiggle it through. If you can't find it, that's perfectly fine. You can just move the papers. So there, and then that one. Where's the hole in that one? Where is the hole in that one? There, I'm finding it. There it is. And then just the last one here. And it's a lot easier when you haven't got a phone up your nose doing it. Kermit wants to come and craft. You know what? I'd love to get some paint on his feet. Right, and then again, we're going to miss this hole out and go straight down to the bottom. Hang on, bear with, I'm putting it right. So holding it, again, easier, and you can use clips to hold all your papers in place where they were. But, there we go. That one was easier, and then just pulling it through. Again, keeping it on the needle, Emma. And then straight back up through this one. And what we want is to go on the side that isn't, so lift that long one over, and this way you can get a good sort of knot in it that won't, oh god, to take that, oh look at that, it's going fluffy, that, so it won't open again. You see what I mean? So we've got one, that's the first one I was holding with my thumb, and that's one I've just pulled through, so you can pull it nice and tight, and then just knot it a couple of times. And to be honest, you can just put a little bow on it if you want, and use that as a feature in the book to keep it nice and rustic. But that there is going to be our try it out book. Super easy. With all the different papers in, all the different textures, and we are going to build up images on it, see what works on top of each one. We'll get the alcohol inks out and work on this one, and this is the Korean gift wrap, Emma, and all the different papers, all the different rice papers and things. But I want to decorate the front with what we've got here. All the sheets that I was keeping to tear up and use, I want to decorate the front tonight. And I'm thinking this one kind of has to take prided place in the middle. Rianne can, he is demolished. Do you know all the samples I used to make for the, when I was on the design teams and stuff? Do you know how many of them he ate? So many. So many. So all of these we're going to collage, and we're going to see what works with what. And I'm going to grab the, where's it gone? There it is. This one is matte medium. Not that one. I'm keeping that one. So this one's going to take prided place. And because I've got the tape on the back, we can only really tear this part. So that's going to be the torn part, and we'll work around it. But before that, I want to put some, because this is a canvas material, I want to put some colour down in the first place. Some nice bright colours. And I'm just going to use acrylic ink just to get some down. Again, it's a background. It doesn't have to mean anything. It doesn't have to be anything. Most of it's probably going to get covered over. It's just messy fun. If you don't like messy, you don't have to do this bit. You can just pop a bit of backing paper on. Quite easy. And I am using acrylic because I want to work over the top of it and it not move. When it comes to the main image of whatever I'm going to put on, we can use watercolours. Move that over. Oh, go. Just taking a brush and I'm just going to scrub it in. All different colours. These are neon acrylic inks that I'm now wearing. And this is a perfect, we were talking about mixing colours and things on Tuesday, when I was using the jelly plate. And this is a perfect example there. The purple and the orange together is going to give that khaki colour, but just don't mix them too much and nobody will ever know. See, obviously here with the yellow as well, the neon yellow, it's done it. There we go. I'll pop that in a jug and get the water spray. Where did I put it? Here. And put that back on. Well, remember, and let's just make it move just a little bit. And again, you can use the heat tool and everything to move it around more. To dry it off, add more if you want to. There we go. Let's get some drips and things going. Let's see how it moves. So a lot of this will be covered. This is just a background. And if you don't want a messy background after, you can just add a frame, which will be super easy. I'm going to plug the heat tool in. If you've got headphones on, brace yourself. Does the sound better tonight, by any chance? Bella today. Just been absolutely wonderful and funny. Let's dry it up. It probably won't be totally dry, but we just want it dry enough to work over the top of. Send it. Johnny, I don't know what that means. I think you've been taking lessons off me on how to type, unless I'm just being thick and that does actually mean something. You haven't been drinking it, sort of. You've just caught my text and sounded fab. Excellent. Normally it's quite tinny, but I've invested in a microphone, so I'm not as tinny. I'm just hoping I'm not too loud. Then again, you can always mute this, can't you? There we go. So that'll be dry enough. I'm going to move that out of the way, just because the wire gets in the way, basically. And I'm going to use a gel medium. You can just use watered down PVA if you want. I like this because I do. There's no rhyme or reason. I need a smaller brush. Let's use this one. Great colours. They do look fab, don't they? And they're neon colours, and it's just acrylic ink. You can get loads of them. I'm going to pop quite a bit onto here. And then, because this has got the tape on the back, and this is basically going to go into the middle there. I am going to go over the top, and because the ink's still wet underneath, we are going to get a little bit of transfer of ink. But again, don't panic about it too much. And then we're just going to start tearing some of the papers. So this is what I'm going to go for straight away, because I love backgrounds and things. And of course, we'll put the neon paint onto this one. There we go. Any bits, obviously not tiny little bits, but any bigger bits, like you wouldn't want to keep that little bit there. Well, maybe you would, but it could get a bit obsessive. There will be, Dominic. Kelly has been on holiday and she does it. I have got plans to actually speak to Kelly soon. The pair of us have just, we're like ships in the night. Just keep passing each other. But I don't know if she maybe needs some help to get caught up, because she's a busy lady. There we go. I want to have that down. Again, I'm not too fussed if it's not straight either. And again, this will dry completely clear and matte. And have a little bit going across here. And I am going to bring the paper kits in as well, I think. Because, you know, I like an image to work towards. But I think we're going to tear some of the papers as well. Some of that to bring them in. I'll have a little bit of this up here. There. No. We don't want that bit anyway, don't we not? It can go there. Too rough, Emma. I'm very heavy-handed. Right. And then the next one that I had was this one. And of course I want to add some of this in. I will be keeping all these bits because I want to use them in the book as well. I want to see how stuff works over the top of other things. Obviously we're doing it here. We can see that the rough edge rice paper and is that the rough edge rice paper? Hold on. No, the Japanese rice paper and the rough edge rice paper works together. I'm going to have that up here. I think that the ATC should be collage this month. Do you think? Oh, Emma, I don't think I've got any glue there. Let's put it back. This bit of paper really does not want to be on any of my work, does it? Right, that one. Stop obsessing over it. I do love how it turned out though, and I don't want to cover it all. And then this one, you know. This one's stuck to the back of another one, but I even like that. The different papers. But Jane, you will be included in this month's ATC swap. Again, I am so sorry that I forgot last month. I just want this strip with the little black dots. And you don't have to tear them, you know, you can cut them as well. I just like the look of them torn. And I feel it helps the edges blend together a bit more. And then I'm going to have that one here. And what you can do as well with the papers is you absolutely can wet them and see how transparent they go. So you can see what's going to work over the top as well. And then glue them down. But to be fair, I think once they're wet, it doesn't make too much of a difference. The acrylic glues and things and the PVA mixed with water are basically the water-based products anyway, so the water will wet them. There we go. So I'm quite happy with that as a starting point. We can bring stencils and things in as well. If I want, I will just dry this off a little bit, just so we can work on it again. I am live on Facebook as well. If you're on Facebook and it's been shared to one of the groups and you're commenting, I can't actually see the comments and Facebook doesn't show us them. So if you go to the Emma's Happy Place Facebook page, I'll be able to see them, or over to YouTube. And it just means I'll definitely be able to see them. That's all. But if you don't want to, or you can't find them, you can just send us a private message. And I'll answer any questions that I am missing. So on Sunday, I think it's Colour Our World, isn't it? Colour Your World Sunday. I'm going to check out the colours and I'll pop up a post and the theme. And I think I'm going to work in this book as well. And do it in this book and see what we'll come up with. Just drying it. Even just a little bit. What's everybody had for tea? Anything nice? Right. You know what I'm going to do? I've just had a thought. I'm going to take a piece of this here. Not too much because I'll love it and I want to keep it forever. Look at the roses on it. They're just stunning. Absolutely stunning. And it is a kind of acetate material. But it's beautiful. All I'm going to do is fold it in half. You can die cut it. But I'm going to make quite a long heart. I think I've moved it, but it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to have the heart there. So it's just a hint of a tint of it. And I'm just going to use a little bit of glue to stick it down. It's a matte type of acetate. That's what attracts us to it in the first place. And I think alcoholics, if we get the right ones, because it's very pale, I will test it out first because I want to see if it works. So that will go there. And again, it's not, when it comes to collage, what you're doing is, oh, it sounds lovely. A new month. I know I keep pulling this off. Put too much glue on, I think, now. Anyway, so it's a hint of a tint. So every time somebody looks at what you've done, especially, say you show somebody this, every time they look at it, they're going to see something different. Oh, cheese on toast. We had stir fry because it's super easy and fast and yum. And then I've got this as well. And what I'm thinking is, so this is out of the Trolls kit. Is kind of folded a bit. Again, die cut if you want. And I want a kind of long heart. Like that. Maybe it's even skinnier. And I want that to go there. So it's sort of coming off the other heart. So it looks like it's layered. But make sure I'm not making too much mess. I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute and we're going to work on this. And now what I've got is these. I love these so much. And I'm going to wet them all. And I need a water brush. Hold on, I'll get some water. Where's my jug? Where's everything at, Emma? We'll just use this. And I'll rinse it out. So I am using this. I haven't forgot about these. I will be showing how to make them and stuff. I'm just waiting on the stuff arriving. And a brush. And all we're going to do is, because these are the ochre colours with the neons in as well, all we're going to do is do a wash of a colour. So it's the same but different. Yeah, I like the swede and carrots mixed together. Love them. There we go. So we've got a bit of a tint going on. I might have a bit of blue in there as well. So in this it is 14 different colours and they're all different shades. And the ochre colours, some are neon, but some of them are just ochre colours and they're quite hard. They're the highest quality. But ochre pink is one of the most expensive watercolours I could possibly find. When I was looking for it, it was just ridiculous. But then I found all the ochre colours and I couldn't resist. You dry that off. And they've been really watered down. So you only need a tiny little bit as you go. Yeah, we had chicken stir fry just because it's super easy and well, it takes 5 minutes, doesn't it? I'm just going to wipe that off. And then the plan is I'm going to take that away. Sorry, I keep reaching over. I just haven't got enough plugs. See. And what I want to do is scuff the edges on it. You can get the paper scuffers. Watch your fingers if you do it. Safety first and all that. Well, again, it won't be totally perfect. If it tears when you're doing it, don't worry about it. I want it quite rough. I'm all about the texture tonight. Texture and layers. No, Donna, I hate it when that happens, you know, when you're watching something. But you need to eat. And that's a good thing about the lives. They're here forever and ever and ever. To refer back to everything. There we go. And then I'm going to take dark ink and ink around the edges of this because I want it to really pop forward. And I have got, you won't have to sit and watch us colour in. I have got the images already coloured. So I'm looking for the foam. We'll go with ground espresso. With your JP. What have I missed? What's JP? I like, you know, like chicken nuggets and things. I like them with coleslaw. And I love, love, love the Iceland chicken donuts. They're like kids' food. I love them. Obviously, it's chicken. It's like chicken and batter. Oh, I love it with coleslaw and a wrap. Well, I've been very good lately, and I think I have lost like £3 or something. Don't know where from. Can't really see it, but you know. Bend that back and get some in there. There we go. So it's quite grungy, but still quite pretty. I'm going to bring this back in and glue it down. And I want it there. Now down here, what we can use is it for words and things. So it's not an empty space. If you don't like the negative space, which will be down here, then you can cover it, which I probably will. Because you know what I'm like. Yeah, well, I was hoping for a bit more. I've been good since I came back. It's really hard though, when all I want to do is eat Maltesers. But you know, needs must. My clothes were crying when I was putting them on. Have you ever heard a pair of jeans cry? I have. It's a sad, sad, sad affair. There we go. So that is basically the front of it so far. Now I do have a load of images I've already cut out. And of course we're going to use the trolls. I'm totally in love with them. Speaking of trolls, I watched little Bella today terrorising a beetle. Literally, she followed this beetle for 15 minutes. And every time it looked like it was going to escape, she just knocked it off the wall. And then watched it go again. See, this one reminds us of Bella. It just looks naughty. Oh, hi, Kim. You couldn't find us? Dear me. I have got the fairies as well. Now, I did make a card with a binder on. What's it called? What's it called? Anyway, the spring thing, which I will be bringing at some point again. So watch this space. So I'm thinking I want flowers and things. I want to really bring it to life. Look at that one. He could be there underneath the flowers sitting in his grass. And you know what? We could have a whole collection. And they could be having a picnic on the front of here. We could stick a mushroom there. Now the mushroom, how I got this colour was, all I did was I put the colour at the tip of the brush and then moved it up. But we're going to do more colouring anyway with these. Have a little bird in. And this is all in the Trolls kit. Trolls, trolls, trolls. Even the flowers are in there. So he could be sitting there in front of them. Them ones can stay on the floor. Look at her with that blue face. Because the trolls are blue, aren't they, on the programme? She could be there. Move him down a bit, actually. And she could be standing behind, couldn't she? No. Do you know what? I think with these two friends here, and they're having a picnic together with the little friend, the bird. What do you think? Wobbler. That's it, Sheila. A wobbler. Now, I have got some easy ones in mind. Anyway, I'll shut up. Watch this space. I'm working on stuff. So the mushrooms, I seem to have only coloured the tops of them. But what I'm going to do, because mushrooms are quite grey, what I'm going to do is this with the ink pad. Ta-da! Done. And I will ink around the edge. Are they cute? I love the trot, honestly. That one there just reminds us of Bella. You look so naughty. We could actually make it a she and call it Bella. And this flower, just that in the middle of a card on its own. To be honest, if you did want to miss all the collage out and just pop a backing paper on, that flower on its own is just beautiful. And that's what I like to do with the kits. I like to make sure there's something for everybody. That on average, I think I've said this before, on average when we get a stamp set, don't get us wrong, I love stamps. One day I will have my own. Watch this space, you know. Not tomorrow, but hopefully soon. One day, anyway. And on average, when we get a stamp, we usually use it about 5 or 6 times before it gets put in a drawer. And yes, granted, we do pull them out, and there is obviously worker stamps that we use them loads of times. But this is what I thought with the paper kits, especially in today's climate of the whole recession and things, and the way it is. Let's have that one there. The whole idea with the kits was have paper that you can do anything on, images that are easy to cut out, and then the world's your oyster. Innocent but not, yes, exactly. And you know, I should have done that bird green. I'm going to have a quick look and see if I've done a green bird. And that can be Kermit, a little partner in crime. She's getting wise towards him, and she keeps going behind his cage and pushing. And I think she thinks he's a squeaky toy. A squeaky toy, that's a challenge. This is from her being like a pup to now she's gone from just sort of watching him and stuff to attempting to murder him. I don't even know if you can see that on YouTube. I doubt anybody will care. Oh, I was going to check for a green bird, wasn't I? Leave that there. I don't think I have purple. Needs a little bug as well. Look, my little flower bug. How cute. Say was going to go on. No, I think I can always change the colour. I'll just go over. Yeah, I've got to watch her like a hawk. And I mean, she barely fits behind the cage as well now. She's quite big for a little dog. I'm convinced she's going to be like Clifford. Once this is all dry, we'll be able to bend the paper back and with the fabric on, and it will go back to, it'll stay flatter, or you can pop it under a book once it's dry. But I would always let it dry first, especially with the amount of glue that's on the paper. I'm going to tuck that one in between them. And then this one, I'll just pop there, just so I've got a little bit of things going on. I love that one. Doesn't it look like it's grown sweeties? Sweeties. There we go. Have that one there. And then, to be honest, this little bug can go there. And then up there, I can add some words, which I'm thinking I'm going to put Emma's Happy Place. But I'm going to find the dies, letter dies, and I want them bigger than usual. Or I might, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will add them though. There we go. And then once this is dry again as well, some of them I've added the white to, some of them I haven't. But I don't think I've got a white fine liner. I have, this one I'll do. All I'll do is go in and just add all the highlights in. Like here on his hair. Just little bits, again, just brings it all to life on the flowers. Just following the black line. It's easier when it dries. This is like usually the last. Just like that. I mean, even in the middle of here, you can add some dots and change the way it looks. A little bit more on his nose, I think. Ears. Right, I'm going to stop now because I want it to dry first. And I will add some letters, but I'll show you. Obviously, I'll take pictures and I'll pop them on. But Sunday, we're going to start working in this book. And like I say, again, this book is just for me. We could add charms and things to it at a later date. Oh, sorry, I'm out of. It's because it's so long. That a little bit better. So that's the bit that we're working on. The half day is just, it's like true love amongst friends. There we go. But that, I'm more than happy with that. Again, you can check out the web. That's got everything on. The paper kits and things. The paper kit is the mixed media from papers from around the world, I think it's called. And I will see you Sunday for Colour Your World. And I'll take pictures of this when it's totally dry, but I will show, obviously using it again on Sunday, so I will show it. I will pop up a post with this month's prompt and colour. And I cannot wait. Have a lovely rest of the week. And thank you so much for keeping us company. Lots of love. Bye for now. Thank you.